Yeah.
Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Weekly Wahala. It's your girl Tweneboah, and on today's episode of Weekly Wahala, we're going to be talking about Doja Cat quitting music. Yeah, Doja Cat has since come out to tweet, and she's trending all over Twitter that she's quitting music, which is, my heart is actually broken because I love Doja Cat's music. But yeah, so it all started like yesterday, sort of like carrying on to today, and it became like a major thing today. But what happened was that Doja Cat was set to perform at the Asuncion Festival on Tuesday and Wednesday in Paraguay. And funny thing is that Miley Cyrus was actually also set to perform there, but her plane got struck by lightning, so she had to like do an emergency stop and like stop. But Miley Cyrus is actually alive and well, thank goodness. She actually tweeted on tweeted on Instagram. She put on Instagram the whole situation and that like with pictures and everything like that, and that she couldn't come in and perform, but you know, she sends love to all her Paraguay fans. You know, and also I think that the festival ground, so where the festival was actually supposed to take place, was flooded, so there was no way that like anybody at all could perform. So Doja Cat actually tweeted, everything is dead to me, music is dead, I'm an effing fool for ever thinking that I was made for this. And she even changed her name to I Quit on Twitter, and it's crazy because I'm like a fan of Doja Cat. I don't want her to go anywhere. Like, I think it's like music, like now, like I know that like she's not the be all and end all, but Doja Cat is talented. Like, you know, if it was anybody else, I'd be like, yeah, okay, good riddance. But with Doja Cat, like I actually like her music. Like I don't want her to go anywhere. So you know, and I correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not really well versed in the music industry, but I don't think it'll be very easy for her to do, like in terms, I mean, it's her choice. Like if she doesn't want to make music anymore, nobody's ever gonna force her to make music. But like in terms of like her record label, her management, like I know that like the financial contracts and stuff like that that are sort of built around it, like I don't think it'll be very easy for her to just be like, yeah, I'm leaving music sort of thing. Because I think like, I don't know, just correct me if I'm wrong, but like that's sort of what I was thinking as well. Like, no, I don't want her to ever like leave music. I feel like she hasn't made her, oh, she's made really good music, but I feel like there's more good stuff to come for Doja Cat. But yeah, I'm sort of thinking about like how the record label part of it is gonna tie into it, because like maybe if like she might owe her record label a couple more albums, like you know, like in terms of the contract, I'm not really sure how that would take place. But yeah, so I sort of looked at you know, when I came to the situation, I was like, nah, like who do I have to fight, because nobody's gonna cuss out Doja Cat, like who do I have to go at, sort of thing. But then I actually started seeing like, you know, the tweets and like things that their fans were saying and like coming from their point of view, and I was like, I mean, the fans ain't wrong. So like the way that they're going on, like I don't think that the Paraguay fans were wrong in the way, like in like the things that they were saying. But then I saw the racist tweets and I was like, yeah, case closed. Like I'm not gonna support that sort of thing. But yeah, I feel like, you know, I feel like, you know, I'm gonna give my opinion, but this is what I found, like mixing the like the media report, like the news articles, because obviously Doja Cat is like a big artist, so obviously many people are like, you know, writing articles and like tweeting about it. Like the Rolling Stone made a whole article about it, because like how can Doja Cat leave music? But so from what I've seen, I've just been able to make like, you know, a breakdown sort of for what happened. So Doja Cat arrived at a hotel and basically fans were waiting outside for her, but she didn't really greet them, she didn't really acknowledge them or anything like that. And what happened was that there was a storm that came and it flooded, and like the whole, like many parts of the country got flooded. And people were even, I think one of the fan accounts that I did, like I came across, talked about the fact that even MGK and the Foo Fighters were said to also perform there, but like obviously because of the storm and that the festival was cancelled, they just went outside the hotel and performed and informed their fans. And even the I like the fan account, I think it's like Jimin Punches Racist or something. I think it's like a BTS fan account, which I think is funny, but they did actually break it down and was like looked at it from different point of view. Like it wasn't really biased, because like some people were, some like tweets I was reading was very biased and against Doja. Some was very like pro, like, you know, nobody did anything wrong sort of thing. So like this, actual fan account that I found like the information from, like shout out to them, like they actually like broke it down and was like gave accountability towards everybody. But that the fan account said that like obviously they didn't expect Doja Cat to do the same thing, but like they at least went like a statement or something like to sort of like acknowledge them, like that they were there, or like that Doja Cat was there, sort of thing. And you know, Doja Cat left because obviously the festival was cancelled. There was like nothing more like to do, so she left the country. She left Paraguay, and when she left, she tweeted that nobody was outside to greet her, and so she was very disappointed with that. So that's why like this whole situation blew up, sort of thing. So you know, because like her fans were like, basically, first of all, we couldn't meet you because there was a storm and like the whole parts of the country are flooded, but also you didn't acknowledge us the first time we came to your hotel, so what would make you think that we would come again and waste our time, sort of thing. Basically in my opinion, I feel like there was also miscommunication with like the fans and Doja Cat, which just confused the whole situation. But for me, like, this is my whole opinion about the whole situation. I don't really think that the Paraguayans were entitled. I see this all over like Twitter, that people are saying, oh, they're entitled, they're entitled, they're entitled, she didn't have to do anything. But deep it, like, I think people forget, like, when you live in a country where like, you know, where the celebrity lives in. So Doja Cat is American, so she mainly tours like American shows, so it's more easier to go and see Doja Cat like if you're American. But like I see like a lot of times when I see like big celebrities like these, like I see a lot of like Brazilians and Latin American, like other Latin American fans who are big fans of these Western celebrities, and you hardly ever see them go to the country. And there's not like a big, like, this is not me shading anybody, but like I see this all the time, like and this is not me, like I'm a big fan of Normani, but like I know that Normani has like a big Brazilian fan base, so maybe one day, I'm not sure, she might go to Brazil. But this is what I'm seeing, like I always see like, you know, the Brazilian fans who like they shout out and they really like Western artists. And like, so like, especially when we think of like, even in when you look at Latin America as a whole, there's like different countries get more like shine and get more light. So like, you know, your Mexico, your Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, Brazil, like I recently mentioned, those are like the ones where people are mainly, even Argentina, are places where these Western celebrities, if they're ever going to perform a show, they are more likely to go to those countries. But you think of places like Paraguay, Venezuela, Ecuador, they hardly ever get like, you know, if you are a big fan of Beyonce or something and you live in Ecuador, like, you know, there might probably hardly be a chance that Beyonce is going to come to Ecuador, sort of thing. So I understand why, you know, it's when people are saying that, oh, Paraguayans are entitled. I think it's like these Western celebrities hardly ever come and perform in Paraguay, so it's like the one, to some people, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity to meet Doja Cat. So of course they went into you know, to go and meet her at her hotel room. And, you know, for people are saying that, oh, they stalked Doja Cat, I'm seeing comments like that, people are saying that, oh, the Paraguayan fans were stalking her. I feel like it's a, you know, I think like if they were stalking her, they would have went up in her hotel room and like knocked on her door or like gone in her actual hotel room. They were just standing outside. They just wanted her to like come in outside and wave or like say something. Like I feel like it's, you know, saying big words like stalking and like that someone's entitled. I feel like you don't really understand the, you know, to some people like this is the first and maybe the last time that they're ever going to see Doja Cat. So of course they're gonna want to come and like, you know, come to a hotel room. That's what a fan does. So I don't really understand it. I don't really agree with them saying, like, people saying stalking and people saying entitled. I don't think that was the case at all. But and I also think that like a lot of these modern day celebrities as well, like they are really built like the 2000 celebrities. Like, you know, I understand that privacy, mental health is a very, like, it's important, it's paramount. Like every celebrity like needs privacy, every celebrity needs good mental health. But like Doja Cat, like this wasn't a holiday. Like I've seen it before where like, remember the time where Doja Cat was rumored to have been dating French Montana? People were like taking pictures of them together, and I think one time someone tried to take a picture of like a video of them at like amusement park or something, and Doja Cat said, oh, please don't take a picture of me. And so I understand when celebrities are with their family, with their friends, it's their time off. Like I understand that they deserve privacy, but this is for a work purpose. Yeah, like it's like Doja Cat was in Paraguay to sort of work, like So I don't really understand why like she couldn't just, you know, like that's why I say that maybe sometimes what you need a good team around you who's gonna say like, listen, you know, go outside and go say hi to your fans, like, you know, that this sort of like mentality where it's like, oh, I can like say whatever I want to my fans is not on at all. I think you know, funny thing is, like, you look at the stars, like I said, the 2000s, like Michael Jackson, and a lot of like, even like, there's a video of like Michael Jackson, like thousands and thousands of people outside his hotel room. Like, this is not, Doja Cat is not the first celebrity to have to have her fans gather outside her hotel room. Like, this is, people are saying that, oh, they're stalking. It's not stalking. It's like, you know, however you feel about it, it is what it is. But, you know, like, people used to gather around like hotel rooms of celebrities all the time, and even then, like with the Michael Jackson situation, like, he didn't even have to go outside and perform 10 songs and like dance and jive in front of them. He literally just opened his window and waved. Like, it's a simple wave, or a simple like, oh, hey, these are my fans. She even took a picture with her Chilean kittens. Like, when she went to Chile, she took a picture with her fans, which was great, and she acknowledged them. But it's sort of situations like this, you don't need to like go out and dance. She didn't have to do what MGK and the Foo Fighters did, but it's as simple as saying like, oh, hey guys, I see you, I see that you're here to see me, like, thank you, I appreciate your support, sort of thing. And One Direction is another person, like in another, I think in one of their songs, they saw that like their fans were outside the hotel room somewhere in Europe, and there were thousands and thousands of people gathered outside. So it's situations like this where I feel like, you know, these new crop of artists are not built like the 2000 celebrities who were just like, yeah, there's thousands of fans outside my hotel room, let me just go say hello. And even the pictures of like seeing of Doja Cat, like they made it seem like there was about 50,000 people outside. There was literally about maybe a couple of 30 people, like 30 odd people. It wasn't that deep. So I don't understand why they made it seem like 30 people would want to like rush her or do anything damaging. Like, I don't really understand. But yeah, and also I know that like if Doja Cat didn't want to like have celebrities, like people are saying that, oh, they were stalking Doja Cat. Like, if Doja Cat wasn't comfortable with people being outside her hotel room, she could have just said it. I know that like even with like BTS, like with their army, it's like a little like unspoken rule that, like, you know, when the guys come to a hotel, don't, like, for privacy reasons and like things that have happened in the past, like don't like go to the hotel room and stand outside and make noise, sort of thing. And like I think that's what, like if Doja Cat wanted that, she should have made that clear to her fans, and it'd be like, okay, so when Doja Cat comes to a hotel in any country, give her privacy, there's no need to stand outside. And obviously the fact that she said that she was upset that they weren't waiting outside her hotel the next day should already show you that she's not against people being outside her hotel room. So why people are saying that the Paraguay fans were stalking, like, make a better excuse for this situation, because they weren't stalking at all. And I think that, like, you know, people saying the word like entitled, like also another word that, oh, the Paraguayans are entitled, and I feel like these are people who support her music, like these are people who stream her music, like watch her music videos. Like, you know, once upon a time Doja Cat was a small artist, and you have like your small artists who are begging for support, who are, you know, they want people to listen to their music, they want people to stream their music videos, and they don't have that opportunity. So, you know, I'm not saying that Doja Cat takes it for granted. She's very appreciative of her fans. Like I said, I love Doja Cat's music, but it's like that sense of saying that, oh, well, because like you might throw money at a fan doesn't mean that like they have to do things for you. And it's like, no, it's just the basic respect, basic, like, these are people who watch your music videos, buy your album, stream your, like, you can't turn around and say that these people are entitled. Like, they are your biggest supporters. So, and it's like, it's all fun and games until these people stop supporting Doja Cat. Then you turn around and say, oh, well, you're not real fans because you don't support Doja Cat. Like, what do you actually want? Like, I don't think that the Paraguayan fans were entitled or stalkers in any way. I think that you know, for me personally, I also like looking at it from Doja Cat's perspective, or like the sort of the American fans perspective. I feel like obviously like the fans standing outside in the storm was of their own will. Like I have a lot of favorite celebrities, a lot of favorite rappers and musicians that I listen to, but in no way I would have stood outside in the storm and waited for my fave. Absolutely not. I value my life, and I value my like I'm not a big fan of anybody to be able to stand outside in the storm. Like obviously stand outside. I don't wait in lines, bro. I don't wait in lines. So in no way in hell, I support people with numbers. I will stream you, I will like your video, I will do everything else, I will follow you, but I don't stand outside. I don't, I've got much better things to do. I don't stand outside at all. But yeah, so I understand from that perspective where it's like you stood outside of your own will. So I don't really understand, what that whole situation was about. But I also think that now to address the racist tweets. So I feel like what stemmed the racist tweets was obviously the whole like people talking about like Doja Cat and stuff like that. But I also feel like the Paraguayan fans were there were racist tweets being racist, like there were tweets that had like racist like language where people were calling Doja Cat the N-word and stuff, things like that. And I think part of it came from the whole Doja Cat situation, where obviously Doja Cat replying that her fans weren't there when she left. So a lot of people like got angry, and there's no excuse for racism at all. The way the Paraguayan fans who were racist were disgusting. There's no two ways about it. And I feel like also like a situation that also occurred was that there was a Paraguayan waitress that came out and tweeted that she was hosting at it because Doja Cat had a private party, and according to the waitress, it's he said, she said, and Doja Cat hasn't really addressed it, but the waitress said that that Doja Cat had a rule at the party that nobody speak to her or nobody look her in the eye or something, and that Doja Cat was being rude. So that also stemmed the whole and when you look at the thread, people were also being racist and stuff like that. Still no excuse for that, and do what you will with that information. I feel like why a waitress will come out and say that, I don't know, but at the same time I'm sure Doja Cat will also disagree with that statement, sort of thing. So yeah, and I feel like the crazy thing about the racist tweets, I was like, people will come out and say because there's Afro Latinos in these Latin American countries. So Amara La Negra is an Afro Latino. I think she's from the Dominican Republic. And even Isa, I love Isa's music. If you don't know about Isa, get to know about Isa. She's an Afro Latino from Brazil. And so and I sort of think if y'all are calling Doja Cat all these types of N-words and racist sort of verbiage, if you're cussing her out and you're all being racist to Doja Cat, and bear in mind Doja Cat is biracial, she ain't even fully black, she's biracial, and they're being racist to Doja Cat, then the Afro Latinos in that country are suffering. Because if Doja Cat is going through all of this and they're cussing out Doja Cat and being racist to Doja Cat, then listen, shout out to the Afro Latinos, you must be probably going through it, because I don't really understand why. That's why I think the people of color rhetoric where us people of color need to stick together is a bunch of BS to me, because every single community has anti-blackness, so there's no way in hell that I understand. I don't support this whole people of color narrative, because deep down inside, when you zoom into every single culture, there's anti-blackness. So yeah, and it's crazy how they were being racist to Doja Cat, but y'all are fans still. Yes, Doja Cat is an N-word, but you bought tickets to see this N-word. Doja Cat is an N-word, but y'all stood in the storm to see this N-word. So what does that say about you, sort of thing. So yeah, that's and also as well to people are dragging Doja Cat as well, because she supposedly liked a tweet. By people I mean the Paraguayan fans. They were really dragging Doja Cat because apparently she supposedly liked a tweet that said Paraguayans are poor, they have no food in the country, sort of thing. But obviously that has been debunked, because the person who even made it up sort of referred to the fact that they made it up and that they can't undo it, sort of thing. So yeah, that's a lie. And even Doja Cat liked a tweet that said that she was the time that she was supposedly liked it, she was performing, I think in Brazil or something like that. So there was no way in hell that she liked that tweet. So that's absolutely false. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about the whole situation with Doja Cat. Let me know if you actually think that she's quitting music. But if you reached this far in the video, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch my video. I really appreciate it. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys. This is your Wahala video of the week.
Listen, baby, I love my supporters like I love myself, and I would take a picture with the whole room, but y'all cannot be jumping on me like that, touching my hair. My hair is delicate, like, delicate. Look, she done jumped on me and touched my hair, almost rubbed it out. It's fine. Damn.